how do you select a PR agent who's a good PR agent? Like for a lawyer perspective, who's a good one, who's a bad one, what to expect?
The most important thing one should do before selecting a PR agency is asking the PR agent or the PR agency that do they really understand about the impact of the coverage. Many PR agents or agency will come and tell you that, I can get you 10 coverages in a month, 20 coverages in a month, 30 coverages in a month. Don't believe because anybody can get 10 to 30 coverages or 40 or maybe 100 coverages in a month if you got budget, or maybe like whatever amount of coverages that you want. But be really specific about your goal. Be really specific about questions when you ask to your to the PR agents, that do they really understand what perception building means? Have they done any kind of research before coming to you? If they haven't done any kind of research before coming to you, of course they are clueless about your target audience, what you're trying to do, why you're trying to influence, So these are the smallest thing I think. I would say in a simple way that if somebody doesn't come up with really good strategy, don't believe. Like coverages doesn't work in PR. I mean, many PR would not agree that they'll say coverages works, but I don't think that coverages work. It has never worked, honestly.
So first you need a strategy. So more than somebody who's getting more and more coverages for you need somebody who can give you a very good strategy. This is
very good strategy with very good communication approach, communication roadmap. Like it should always be, built up of the particular story. It should not be just one story and then gone, because there has to be follow-up story. Any campaign that one particular PR agent runs or any campaign that the company runs has to have a certain timeline and certain end point, and then kind of move for the another campaign. So I think that's also very, very important.
Okay, so what are the common strategies that you develop for a lawyer, litigator, law firm?
First of all, always decide your core area of interest, as well as decide where do you want to achieve in future, let's say 5 years down the line. That's the first thing. The subject has to be really clear about where the subject wants to achieve or reach. Second is, one should also understand how market functions. So today you start, you can't expect the Times of India will cover you. So that expectation is a false expectation. So keep your expectation intact. That is the second thing I think I would like to mention. Third, I believe the campaign strategy has to have, again I'm saying that, clear goal, and that is what also sort of works. Yeah. One more thing is very important, that anyone should not pester the journalist or anyone.
Value addition, right?
Exactly.
So if you're
many young lawyers, what they do, they'll start bombarding, like this, that, and all that. They should not do. My all the time, like I'm just talking about this guy, before this meeting. This guy is so like impatient. He's like, abhi story karwa do, and please. You should give them time. They can't do a story the way you want, when you want. They can't. So this thing also one should keep in mind.
It is a long-term engagement.
Yeah.
Right? You can't like, last week I started engaging with this journalist. This week he is not publishing my article. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. True.
But yes, over time you can build strong relationships. Sure. One very interesting thing I found is that lawyers who have their niche blogs, or they're making YouTube videos and they're writing regularly on something on Twitter or whatever, right? What we see happening again and again is that journalists reach out to them directly.
Yes.
And saying that, can you tell us more about this?
Yes.
So if a journalist, let's say, is writing an article on space law,
right,
and you're running a space law blog, sure, they are going to reach out to you and ask for certain explanations and will quote you.
Right.
Right? So this is a very good strategy, and to get a lot
Right.
of coverage media.
First, build your own personality online, and I think once you'll build your own personality in particular domain, don't be scattered, because that will not help. I always say whenever we talk about marketing, we should always again think about objective, and we should have focused approach. Don't just write anything or say anything on different platforms. So if that happens, I'm sure, look, it's very simple. A journalist is also working for an organization. They have also got deadlines. They have also got work to sort of complete. So if you can help them, it's well and good. They'll always welcome. But if you can't help them, it's like make or break sort of relationship. But once they start hating you, they start hating you, because you're not their friends, So we should be really mindful about doing, or approaching a journalist as well. And how to get approached, as pulled strategy, as you said, it's very important, yes, to have your own personality, share all these thoughts on different platforms, and see, a journalist will...
Blogs are exceptionally good, because when
Yeah.
they Google the topic, the blogs show up.
Sure, 100%.